All right, so how much to make Hunter's problems go away? Hey, come on, man. I gotta take a nap.
I ain't never seen someone so stupid before.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you and your son must have potatoes for bread.
Yep.
Mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't know. Anyways, how much is this gonna cost?
How much of America's money do you have?
Well, a lot. I got a lot.
That should cover it.
That should cover what?
All of America's money.
All of America's money?
And your weapons, too.
Oh, come on, man. now, wait a minute here. I just need to know how much it's going to cost to keep Hunter out of trouble.
And I'm asking you how much you got.
Well, me and Jill don't have much, but, we got a few $100 million saved up.
We want it all.
All of it?
Yes. And America's money, too.
Oh, come on, man. Well, you can have America's money, but can I at least keep my money?
No, you give us all of it.
Oh, man. You guys are more corrupt than me. Hey, man, ain't this against the law?
We are the law.
All right, so, how much you gonna want?
All of
Guess what day it is? Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Hump day. What's going on? Reload crew. Good morning, man.
Good morning.
We made it, man. We're here. Hump day.
Yeah, we're here.
You made it, man. I'm proud of you, bro.
Oh, man. I'll be honest. The Unispot got me here. He was like, "Your son's the stupidest person ever." Thank you. Just so quick.
Right.
Thank you.
Oh man, United Spot. He's getting really good at that, man. Did you see the check engine light thing on Joe's forehead? Now, like in all of his videos, Joe has that on his forehead.
I like how Putin's badge just says "Stand with Ukraine" on it. If you care, just
Stand with Ukraine.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Oh man, I'm feeling it. I was up late with Tribe and Josh. Pop B last night. Hutch, Backwoods. I knew. I was like, as soon as I got in there, I was like, I'm not getting out of here till 12. I mean, I probably ain't gonna be to bed till 1.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna be dragging on hump day. Sorry, though. We're doing it, man. We're doing it. It's hump day, so everything's gonna be okay. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. We're just gonna talk about starvation and the struggles of the world. And, nice hump day.
Nice family talks.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You know the thing.
The thing.
Brothers and sisters. Yes.
Stand with the thing. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I stand for the current thing. I can't wait for my flag, man. I was having second thoughts about putting it up.
Well, it pushed you over the edge.
I realized I don't care, man. It's time. I want people to wake the hell up. I don't care if I offend people, but
okay, that's good.
Yeah, I'm sick of this shit. Excuse me. Pardon my French.
Come on, man. You're supposed to wait 5 minutes. Come on.
At least I'm not saying the thing's not real when the thing was stolen.
I was just talking about that. I was talking about.
All right, guys, what's going on, man? We're gonna ease into this thing for today. Jerry Robbins, good morning.
Good morning.
Farm. Good morning.
What are you doing?
Cock-a-doodle-doo. Hey, Rockadoodle Farm. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Y'all don't get the reference.
No.
Tammy Seagal, what's going on, sis? Good morning. Days, what's up, man? Hey, Days, I know you had said you had some 2A news for people in Florida, man. I don't know if you dropped the comment and I just didn't see it, so I'm gonna pin it if you want to drop a long comment. You let me know, brother. Big Mama Steph, good to see you, sis. Hillbilly Homesteader. Dude, you turned 40, man. Did you just have a birthday? You're having another birthday, man. It seems like just a year ago I was telling you happy birthday. What's going on? How many of these birthdays you gonna have, brother?
Hope he has a couple more, man. Why'd you say it like that?
Oh man, it's starvation. We're headed there.
All right, let's go.
That's what's up, though, brother. I turned 40 a few months ago myself. Careful when you light all the candles, man. They'll call the fire department on you.
That's fine. That was pretty good.
Hey, Leak, what's going on? Grumpy, what's up, brother? Calling us pups. Come on, man. Took a long time to get to 40.
Took 40 years.
40 years.
Yes.
Jerry Leach, good morning. Dove, hey, sis. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Tammy C, what's going on with you? Good morning, good morning. Guys, I dropped a video on our other channel yesterday, Native and Devout Inc., about Hunter Biden's laptop. They're finding all this information, and they found bank account statements from Wells Fargo. He got $100,000 deposit all at once now. And you guess who it says it's from?
The big guy?
CCP. It literally says it comes from the Chinese Communist Party. It's got Hunter's name on it. It's got his signature on it. Man. And then they found out that he has all these encryption keys to allow him to get into the DoD database. And it says they last for 20 years. Like, he's got these encryption keys. And his laptop was missing.
Yeah.
Right? Like, he didn't even care.
Mm-hmm.
First off, why does this kid of a former vice president have
Even
keys into the Department of Defense database? And if I'm not mistaken, wasn't there a hack into that like a year ago? I think I remember seeing that in the news. Don't y'all remember that? There was like a hack or something into the database. They said they called it a hack, but if you had the encryption key and you're just in there.
Yeah, is it a hack?
Yeah.
Access.
Yeah.
I want to think about him writing out a check to Hunter Biden and he signs it to CCP. You couldn't name it anything else. You couldn't lie. Like, God, dog.
I mean, China doesn't care. They don't care.
Well, I know, but I'm just like, really?
They really don't. At this point,
yeah,
they've got Biden in their back pocket.
Now.
Fruits, rocks, and feathers. Good morning, sis. We're making it, man. We're doing the thing on Hump Day. I tell you what. Window Liquor, good morning. Val, good morning. Chard Dog, what's up, brother? Bunch of heathens. Tiger, hey, sis, good morning. Oh, man. Ghetto, what's going on?
What did they do?
Ghetto getting ready to garden, y'all. I saw him and Duke, man. They getting the yard prep. Y'all about to plant some stuff. That's what's up, man. We all gonna grow food. It's gonna be amazing.
What they do? So the whole family's traders, right?
Oh yeah. Who, Biden?
Yeah. Yes.
They're beyond traders. They were never. It's hard to betray someone who's you were never on their team to begin with.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
True. Yeah, they were always on the other side.
Always from the beginning. Since 50 years ago, when Biden was piling around with members of the Klan, and you know. Sage Dews, good morning. Good to see you, brother. Prepping man, what's going on with you? Miss Ghetto, what's going on? Ready to see some gardening over there in Oregon now. See some food popping up. Wild Edibles, good morning. Milk Maid, hey sis. Good to see you. Hoot Owl, my brother, good morning, good morning. All right, guys, we'll get into it. Mad Chad in the house. What's going on, brother?
Mad Chad.
Oh, man. Southern Fried, good to see you, brother. Low Rack, good morning. All right, let's get into this. If I can, let me catch up with the chat. Y'all way down here. Y'all way down here. Elusive William, good morning. All right, so anyway, we're gonna get into the food shortage and how it's already started. I had a lot of good conversations about this yesterday. I was in a lot of good chats. I was hanging out in Hudson Valley Prepping and Survivals channel yesterday. They went live. They were talking about this. Angry was touching on it, leading into his EMP talks, and last night on Tribe channel, all things considered, everyone's talking about this because as preppers, is what we look up. This is what we're looking into, right? So I don't think like we're gonna really feel this here in America for a while. You know, we're never the first ones to feel these types of things, but it is already happening, and people are already feeling it in other parts of the world. Like you brought this up when we were doing the research on the Middle East, like Egypt, like it was 80% of their stuff comes from Ukraine and Russia. So they're not getting that at all. So 80% of their wheat and stuff, they're not getting.
That's a lot. That's a little bit. That's like
80% is a lot.
That's more than 10%. Yeah.
So they're already feeling it, and this has happened before. I didn't realize this very same thing happened before, and once in 2008, and then again in 2011. So under Bush and Obama, this happened, and it caused riots. And if we'll look at that in a little bit. That's what it's going to lead up to. Before we do any of that, though, I want to talk about Biden and his freaking cheat sheet. You know, the 3 comments he made. Yeah, did you see that? After the 3 gaffes he made while he was giving his speech in Poland, you know, talking about how if Putin uses nukes or chemical biological weapons, we'll respond in kind.
Yes, hell yeah.
Putin needs to be removed from power. Like Joe Biden basically
kill him now. Yes.
Threatened, I'm going to go over there by myself, mano a mano, and take him out.
Choke him in the streets. Yes.
Freaking idiot, man. So anyway,
it was like, don't fuck up. Read the prompter. That's all he had to do.
Yeah.
It's like,
Don't go. Don't say anything.
Yeah.
Like when the speech is done, say thank you and leave. Not show, man.
Yeah, no.
He's like, no, I can make this better.
No. Yes. Don't think, Rocky. I got this. I don't know why. Oh man.
So anyway, you know, and of course we've seen the White House and Anthony Blinken and everybody else walking back his statements. And like me, all you guys are so sick of them walking back the president's comments. He'll say anything, any crazy thing that comes in his head, and the next day we have to hear them. That's not what he meant. I saw him say something, and then a reporter asked him a question about it, and he said, I didn't say that.
Like same sitting?
Yes. It's like, dude, 5 seconds ago, you just said it. He's like, nah, you're misinterpreting. That's not what I said at all.
We have video. We have video.
I know, right? You don't need video. I have a memory. You just said it.
I have a memory. Like, you're right.
I literally just said it. I asked you a question about it, and then you denied it.
Denied it, yeah.
Like that happened in real time. So anyway,
he pulls out the bit of black pen. You know that's not real, right? You know, yeah. It's a Burger King kid toy. Like
the neuralizer. Yeah, it's a Burger King kid toy.
It's a kid's meal toy.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, so he gave a speech yesterday, and he had this little card with him, and he was reading from it. And
it was simple too. It wasn't complicated. Like,
and somebody took a picture of the card, and like, I don't know how they got this picture or why they put it out there, but God bless them for doing it. But check this out, man. Like read the title too of the cheat sheet.
Mr. President, thank you. When you say that you're not walking anything back, you do feel that Vladimir Putin should be removed from power. Is that what you're saying?
No, what I was expressing just what I said. I was expressing the moral outrage I felt towards this man. I was expressing just what I said. I was expressing the moral outrage I felt towards this man. I wasn't articulating a policy change.
We're doomed!
Even the AI is like, we're doomed.
Nothing we can do. I didn't know that was the title. That's amazing. Like I never saw that part.
Tough Putin Q&A.
Really? Yeah. 2 questions.
You see at the bottom, the last talking point was no, the NATO has never been more not dead or undead.
Yeah, not united, not ununited. Something stupid.
Like,
yes.
What kind of talking point is that? Who's going to ask that question? You know,
Why'd you word it like that?
the president has a cheat sheet to make up for him. They're like, please. I wish he would have said something at the end of that to pile on. You know,
Just keep going off track. Just go into the forest. Yeah. Like,
oh man, 81 million votes, guys.
hey, before the chemical warfare and the nukes, can't we just make Ukraine NATO? Like that can't escalate it anymore from chemical warfare.
Exactly. That's why I don't get about all this. Like Russia said they went into Ukraine because they're afraid that they're going to be surrounded by NATO. But now that they're there, you're right. Just make them NATO.
Just fuck it.
NATO don't want Ukraine. Obviously.
Try to let it down easy.
Yeah, Ukraine, man. Take a hint. We threw guns in your hands and told we got your back from across this border in Poland.
You was texting this guy's girlfriend. The dude found out, started beating her ass, and you said, I'm not even dating you. I'm not even dating her. Like,
we just friends.
Yeah, she's calling for help. I'm not dating you. That's
what America, that's what NATO is saying to Ukraine. Right? We're just friends, man.
We're just friends.
We're not with you.
We're not with her.
We stand with you.
Yeah, right, exactly. Not enough to put her in NATO, though.
We're waving the flag from Poland. Oh my gosh, man. America's a mess.
Yeah.
Two-timing hoe.
2-bit. Like,
right.
God damn, right. Yeah.
Oh man. Well, at least we're not talking about Will Smith and Chris Rock. Okay. So this is actually from last week. But I never got a chance to show this clip, but I want to show it, man, because I have not forgotten about Trudeau and his authoritarianism.
Yes.
And the way he was defeated peacefully by the Freedom Convoy up there. God bless those people, man. They showed him up in front of the entire world. But he went to I don't know why he's speaking at the European Union.
Yes.
But a bunch of people there got up and spoke out against him, man. They hate him.
Dude, I love this clip. I love this clip.
Mr. Trudeau, you are a disgrace for any democracy. Please spare us your presence. It would have been more appropriate for Mr. Trudeau, Prime Minister of Canada, to address this House according to Article 144, an article which was specifically designed to debate violations of human rights, democracy and the rule of law, which is clearly the case with Mr. Trudeau.
And with the Prime Minister of Canada, the way he's behaving right now, he's exactly like a tyrant, like a dictator. He's like Ceausescu in Romania. If even you doubt, if you raise doubts about the vaccines, you're outcasted. When I saw the protests in Canada, the way the truckers over there reacted, I got in touch with some of them, others contacted me, I congratulated them, and I want to use this opportunity to thank them.
Invitation to Canadian PM Justin Trudeau. It's an invitation to someone who's been trampling on democratic rights, who's been cracking down on people who protested against disproportionate corona measures. Let us not give someone like this any speaking time in this House of Democracy.
And over the past few months, it has become a symbol of violating basic human rights and civic freedoms. We have witnessed.
And it went on too. Now it'd be one thing if one or two people stood up and did it. But man, the hits kept coming, man. They hate him over there. The European Union hates him.
Yeah, the whole union.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was not like a few countries. The European Union hates Trudeau, which is baffling to me because they're all in with the whole World Economic Forum, globalist order thing. So they don't like him. They don't like Justin, who is totally not Fidel Castro's illegitimate son.
Yeah.
No. So anyway, just want to hate on him some this morning. For all you brothers and sisters up north fighting the good fight, man. Power to the people.
That clip just makes my day, though. Love that clip. That chick at the beginning, I love her, dude.
Yeah, she was the best one, man. She was very clear. You could see the vitriol in her, man.
Or I like how she just said,
"Bear us your presence here."
Yes. Just don't even come. Why even show?
She went like a sophisticated Kamala Harris. Do not come.
That don't deserve to be in the same sentence.
I just sullied her. her good name by comparing her to Kamala.
You said like a good Kamala. It's like that's not even possible. Like,
Oh, you're right. It's an oxymoron, huh?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
oh my gosh. Kevo, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Must be in his blood. That's all I got to say. Wants to be a dictator and see that in administration over as well. All right. Amen, man. Good God. All right. So, hey, Kathy. Good morning, sis. Good to see you.
Hey, Kat.
Candle. That's hey to you, sis. Good morning.
Candle.
All right. So, also have a clip of Soros, and I'll bring up something he said leading into this dude.
Is it the one where he's just mumbling there for about 30 seconds?
That's all of them, isn't it? Like, dude, man, he's got marbles in his mouth or something, mush mouth. Gracious.
Oh, man.
It's just because he's a Nazi sympathizer. It's not because he's a Jew.
Oh, no.
You know, I'm against Nazis. Jews are cool.
Oh, okay.
All right. So anyway, he's speaking out against three world leaders. All right, speaking out against Trump, Xi Jinping, and then he praises Joe Biden. Okay, in that order. So he's talking about the globalist agenda, which Biden's 100% for. But it's not that he's for it; it's that he's just enjoying the ride as their puppet. He really is. But anyway, so Soros is against Trump because of the America First agenda and all the things that he put in place against the globalist agenda. What, man? Why are you so tickled? What?
If Biden was any bit of coherent, he could be the Antichrist, but he's not.
No
one's called this dude the Antichrist. He's like, no fucking way to do that.
Yeah, right. Like, no way.
No,
I'm not using this dude.
Not this guy.
My God, I'd rather use Kamala. Like, oh man. All right, so anyway, he's going to talk about Trump and why he predicted Trump leaving in 2020. Well, of course you did, dude.
Yeah,
You made it happen.
Yeah.
And then he talks about Xi Jinping. He's against him too.
Yeah.
So I really think
he was going against the globalist stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And then he praises Joe. He's like, he's doing a great job.
Doing great.
I consider the Trump administration a danger to the world, but I regard it as a purely temporary phenomenon that will disappear in 2020. Xi Jinping is a true believer in communism. Mao Zedong and Vladimir Lenin are his idols. Xi Jinping's term in power ought to expire in 2022. But Xi, inspired by Lenin, has gained firm control of the military and all other institutions of repression and surveillance. He has carefully choreographed the process that will elevate him to the level of Mao Zedong and Deng Xiaoping and make him ruler for life. President Biden has generally adopted the right policies. He told Putin that Russia will pay a heavy price if he attacks Ukraine. At the same time, Biden has made it clear to Xi Jinping that if he uses force against Taiwan, China will have to confront not only the U.S., but a larger alliance.
That's what's up, man. Soros is doing great. Here's a speech he gave yesterday.
Yes, I feel the universe within me. I am a part of the cosmos. Its energy.
I trust him.
He looked younger, and also he spoke more clearly. In that clip.
He spoke more clearly, yeah.
Like, good Lord.
Oh.
He didn't even have lips in that one. Like, he was doing great. He was doing great.
Oh my gosh.
So
man.
did he say in 2022 or 2020 also that Xi Jinping will not be in power? That's what I heard.
He said 2022.
Okay, that's what I thought he said. Yeah.
Exactly. See, and we were talking about last night how China, and I'm getting ready to show a clip, but China has over half the world's grain supplies like hoarded in their country. Like they've been buying it up since 2020. Like when we were all scrambling during the pandemic to get medical supplies, they were buying up the world's grain supply.
And the mask. You remember the mask?
Yeah, well, while we were buying medical supplies from China for the pandemic, they were buying up all the grain and stuff and telling their people to store extra food and water 2 years ago. So that means billion people stocking up on water and food. That all belongs to the government. So whenever the government needs it, they'll just go in your house and take it. Plus, they got half the world's grain supply, and who knows what else. They got all these fishing fleet stationed literally all over the world. There is not an ocean. All the oceans, the 7 seas, there is a Chinese fishing fleet there with an armored destroyer disguised as just a fishing vessel.
Like in the Atlantic too?
Yeah, off our coast. I remember Mad Chad telling me before he moved from Myrtle Beach that there were sightings of their fishing fleets off the coast of South Carolina.
Oh, God.
They've been chased out of the Galapagos. I mean, everywhere. You name it, man. Up in our north and the northwest.
Yeah.
Like the Aleutians and stuff, they've been spotted there. They're all over Africa, around Australia, the Philippines, Micronesia, Melanesia. South China Sea, they pretty much own it now because no one has stopped them. It's fully militarized. Man, I mean, I know Russia's a big problem. We're putting Putin in the corner. He's got nukes pointed out into the rest of the world. But at the same time, China's just biding their time, man. China's the big dog, you know. So we're going to see what's going to happen. Plus the Middle East, which is what we're getting ready to go to. Art Livin, what's up, man?
What up?
Ohio in the house.
Good morning.
Nothing wrong with being part of the reload replay gang, man. Come on.
Nice.
All right. So anyway, so we were talking about Egypt, right?
Yes.
80% of their grain supply has been cut off because of the conflict in Ukraine. They're not getting anything. So they're hedging against this because this happens in Egypt. Anytime there's like a global food shortage, there's certain areas of the world that immediately experience it. Of course, the poorest countries in Africa and stuff, which already have problem feeding their people. We're going to see that in a minute. In Yemen, where they've been in civil war for 7 years, they're having trouble feeding everybody. There's a lot of humanitarian aid going out to them. But Egypt's hedging, man. They're getting ready. Watch this dude making some pitas.
Egypt, for example, is one of the largest importers of wheat in the world, and 80% of its supply is from Ukraine and Russia. It is considering raising the price of bread for the first time in 3 decades. It's no different in Lebanon, where authorities warn the central bank may not be able to subsidize bread if prices continue to rise. The Tunisian government, which is believed to be running out of money, has been rationing flour and reduced bread production.
Dude, I want some of that Last Supper bread. You see that? I want some of that.
All right. Them pita pockets, man. You can stuff that with some hamburger meat, man. Some mustard and ketchup in there and mix it with some mayonnaise, some ranch, sour cream. Put some sauce on there, too. Just, all of that together. Just shake it up in that bread.
It looks good.
It did look good, man. It looked very good.
Was that Egypt now? Or
yeah, that was in Egypt. So they're getting ready to raise the price of bread. It's weird. In a lot of these countries, like the price of certain foods is regulated by the government. You know, they don't want their people to starve because even a dictator knows if your people are starving, you know, you're on the verge of revolution.
You have no country.
Yeah, that's a basic need for humanity, right? To be able to eat and get nutrition and feed our families and stuff like that. So when it goes away all of a sudden, you know, people react to it. It leads to unrest and rioting. All right, Yemen and the different parts of Africa, they're struggling to feed them, man. They're taking food from the hungry so they can feed the starving first. Because starving is a different level. You know, it's what most of us here in the United States have never experienced.
According to the executive director, we have no choice but to take food from the hungry to feed the starving.
We are helpless to them. We can't do anything for them. Those people who are being affected and their malnutrition, they lost their livestock, we are not doing anything for them.
We're so short of funds already, and now with Ukraine, we've got 50% rations for people, for example, in Yemen. I've just cut 50% rations for 8 million people. Niger, 50% rations. Chad, 50% rations. And 50% don't have anything. Those who are in extreme need.
Warned that the number of people facing acute hunger could rise to 500 million as a result of the conflict.
500 million people, man, is coming. So I know we're not feeling it in America, and there's people still watching Will Smith stuff. They're like, that's all that matters to them. Will Smith slapping people. While these people worry about starving already. Not to make it a racial thing. Why is there a white dude always in charge of Africa's food? Seriously. Like, I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why can't? Why aren't they in charge of their own food? He's like, I have to cut their rations by 60%. Like, man, help a brother out, dude. I thought you were over there trying to feed people. Like, no, we got to send it to Ukraine. I stand with them.
That's what I was going to say.
Ukraine supposed to be sending them food.
That's what I was saying. Like all these damn fundraisers, like it's not going directly to fucking Ukraine for one. like it's going right into Lizitsky's pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But these other people.
Ark Wild Man. Good morning. Good morning.
What that though?
Lucifer. All right. Hey. So, Brian, what's up, man?
Yeah.
White cake with THC in it. So far, so good.
Nice.
We'll be selling in about 2-3 hours. Archangel, what's up, brother? I thought I saw you in the chat. Good morning.
AC3.
That's right, man. Archangel's the one that gave me he sent me the photos of the Azov battalion crest, man.
Nice.
And shows the link, the same crest that was one of the SS battalions during World War II. I was like, those Nazis, man. And they are. People are starting to come out. You can find videos where they're talking about the Nazi militias. There's another one, too, funded by the same people. Both of them are neo-Nazis. Like, dang, man, everyone's talking about them like they're just, the Azov battalion. They're true patriots, man. They're like the Swamp Fox, Francis Marion. So, no, I don't think so.
Nazi, Putin. That's how the hierarchy is.
Then Trump.
Yes.
People hate Trump, man. No one wants to admit that we were way better under Trump because they don't want to admit that he was actually doing something good. Some people are willfully ignorant. All right, so anyway, we were talking about the Mideast the other day and all the conflict that's already going on there, and then you throw all this on top of it, hunger strikes, not hunger strike, good God, but starvation and a food shortage. Yeah, they're over there striking.
Yeah, what are they protesting?
Already starving. We strike. We're not.
We do not want to be damn starving. We will not eat until you feed us.
Yes.
Okay, that's good plan.
Right, we got you, man. We got you. All right. So anyway, these are some of the riots. Now, this same thing happened in 2008 in the same parts of the world, and immediately led to rioting, man, in the streets. Like the BLM ain't got nothing on these folks. And then it led to and then in 2011 it happened again because of the same policies.
From Greece and Spain to Iraq and Sudan. We saw this play out during the world food crisis in 2007 to 2008. It spurred riots worldwide, from Haiti to Egypt.
A street protest against rising food costs recently turned violent in the Haitian capital Port-au-Prince, as well as in cities in other developing countries.
Boiling point in the northern Egyptian city of Mahala. An estimated 2,000 people took to the streets, setting fires, looting shops, and throwing bricks at riot police. A simple combination of steeply rising prices and stagnant wages have pushed these people to the edge.
Oh, but we're the bad guys. That dude straight up had a shotgun, right? That wasn't a beanbag.
That was an insurrection. That's how you insurrect the country right there.
Yeah.
All right. Not on a tour, not taking a tour through the Capitol building. The police are like, come on in, just be peaceful.
Yes. Yeah. No, dude, they tore up all the asphalt and concrete on the roads. You saw that? That was all dirt.
Yeah, it wasn't like that before. It was great there. They had a great roads program there.
Yeah, that was doing great. Obviously.
So, yeah, man. So this has happened before. The people know. The people who are doing those riots, they're still there. They know what's coming. They're probably already getting ready. It's like, all right, they're cutting our rations. You heard that, white dude, cutting us by 60%.
Gotta go in.
Let's go get our rocks and sticks and stuff.
You know what? They probably don't have Facebook or nothing. It wasn't coordinated. They just knew, like, You know what I mean? Like a hive mind that we gotta go.
The world has not seen what a real insurrection looks like with a fully armed population.
Yeah, true.
I mean, you think about if this was happening in America,
yeah,
there'd be a lot of people dead really quick. There really would be. Even leading up to this, man, because when people are hungry and your kids are hungry and you see that look, man, and you know your kids are you know, they need it, you're going to grab your weapon and you're going to go take care of business.
I was going to say, it'd be a lot worse here because if there's food in the grocery store, like if it's just price, you know, like if it's outrageous prices and we can't afford it, but the food's here, it's done. You know what I mean? Like it'd be different. Yeah.
Right.
If the grocery stores ain't got no food, okay, that's one thing.
I'm trying to see what's going on in the chat.
What they ranting about?
I don't know.
Is it that bad?
Pedro's like, do you think I'm a Nazi or something? What are y'all talking about? We talking about food shortages. All right, so anyway, moving on. So I do want to get into our clip of the day for growing food. Told you guys every day I'm gonna try to throw something in here because that is my answer. If everyone in the world was in a position to grow their own food, our food supply is dumb. The global food supply is dumb. You know, any nation or population should be able to grow their own food for their citizens and not have to worry about getting stuff from another country.
That's why I never understood.
Yeah.
Like Africa is the most fertile. They got forest everywhere. Like I never understood that. I understand the water thing. I understand that running water, clean water. I understand that. But
the ones who live in a freaking desert, I'm gonna tell you, man. I mean, you know, if you're living in the middle of Sahara Desert, what do you want from me? Move. Somewhere else. But I know a lot of them can't.
Yeah.
But the United States, like we grow the majority of our own food. So, I mean, I think we get like a quarter or maybe it's a third of our grain from like Canada, and we get food from Mexico, like avocados and stuff. You know, I feed the vegans.
Yeah.
So anyway. You guys remember when Joe said this?
We don't have a food shortage problem. We have a leadership problem.
This is when he was still just a former vice president and not Mr. 81 million votes. That's what he said. He was talking about Trump. Was there a food shortage problem under Trump's administration? What's he talking about?
During the pandemic, I guess.
Oh, God,
everybody.
I know. There's always someone else to blame. That's what I love about you, Joe. So yeah, I agree with him though. We don't have a food shortage problem. We have a leadership problem. So here we go.
100%.
100%, Joe. It's one of the best things you've ever said, actually.
The book stops with Biden. Okay.
That's what he said.
That's what he
definitely does. And then you got the here you go, Dave's touching on it. The fertilizer problem. You know, like everything that's going to happen in the future, even this current growing season, if we have a perfect growing season all over the world, everywhere in the world where people grow crops to export to other countries, if they all have a perfect growing season, you know, it's still only going to prolong the problem because we still have supply chain issues. I watch Stage News, man. He's up on that. We have the fertilizer shortage. There is a hayseed shortage, which means we're not, you know, people who buy hay and stuff for their animals, like their beef, their pork, it's going to affect all of that. We have the avian sickness that's going around. They were telling me about it last night on Tribe Show, and how it is continuing to spread, which is taking out flocks and stuff on a grand scale at all these big chicken houses, and even people's, like our flocks, like my backyard flock here, people are losing their birds, man. So it's only going to get worse from here. So that's why we hedge our bets, right? As preppers. That's why we're growing food. All right, I watched this channel. It's he does like a lapse time, and like he grows things, and he's got this whole series where he grows things he got from a grocery store just to see if he can. And I chose potatoes because potato is a dense, like a food. You know, it's very calorie dense. You guys remember that movie, The Martian, with Matt Damon?
Yeah.
Where he chose to grow potatoes because, you know, it had the most calories. So, and that's right. It is. You know, you can sustain yourself for a long time just by growing potatoes. You can eat the greens, you can eat the roots. So anyway, I just wanted to show this because I thought it was pretty cool because he put it in like an aquarium, like right next to the glass, and he elapsed time. It shows how it can grow and stuff like that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, he got little potatoes off of it, so I'm guessing there's I don't know, a certain amount that you need to let it grow past that. I've always been taught that your potatoes are ready to harvest when the flowers bloom on the potato plant. So
I like how it took 2 days and it was already roots. I was like, dang, I thought that was going to take a little time.
Yeah, that's
that
what's up.
potato immediately went to growing.
That's what's up, man. Sorry, dog. I hear you, brother. Uh-oh. His white potatoes got bug eaten and sweet taters one harm. Oh, dang. So me, man, like doing these experiments now and learning how this stuff works and what pests you're going to come up against and, you know, what works best. Now's the time to do it. We don't want to be like figuring this stuff out while our family is hungry. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm really making the push to grow food and to get other people to grow food and all that stuff, man. Yeah, I was wondering about that too, man. Wondering like the strains and stuff that they put in the stores, but I mean there has to be a way though, because they're in the store. Somebody else grew them. You know, like you get those big giant like bacon potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe it's in the way you do it because he planted a whole potato in there. I mean, the way I do it is I cut them like where the eyes are after they sprout, and then plant those. But I don't know. GTP, what's up, man? Hey, your green thumb must have started tingling. We started talking about growing food.
Popped up. Maybe it takes a couple generations to go back to a regular growing potato too. Like, you know,
True.
Like if you could grow it, then cut the next one. And...
Yeah. I will say this though. I've had more success with the store-bought potatoes than I did with
seeds.
Like the presets you buy.
Oh, okay.
Like from a nursery, like the little seed potatoes. I've just taken the regular store-bought ones and cutting them up and planting them with the way you're supposed to. I don't know. So anyway, Kelly, appreciate you, sis. You didn't have to do that. God bless you, man. Militant, what's going on?
Yeah, even quartering.
Yeah, we dug a whole brand new potato bed this year. Dug a foot down. And I put a bunch of mulch there at the end of the summer. It was like August, September, or something like that. It's just been sitting there marinating in the soil. Been sprinkling some rabbit droppings in there too. And one point in the middle of the garden, there's a rabbit buried down 2 foot. So just saying, actually, there's a lot of animals buried in the garden. Ducks, chickens. All kinds of stuff, man. Liberals. I mean, just kidding. People gonna be going missing. They're gonna go check Native's garden.
Again,
all kinds of bones in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys. Point being, please grow food. Let's grow food together. I'm learning to grow food. Devout's learning to grow food. I'm looking forward to you planting something in your kill garden this year, man.
Yeah, man. I got it uncovered right now. Waiting for the frost. Like somebody planted a whole bunch of broccoli over here, and it got frosted, and they all turned white. So I don't know if they're dead or like they come back.
They're trying to go for white and be cauliflower.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. That's how you get it. Yeah.
What you gonna plant this year?
Definitely planting squash. That's the only thing I grew.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, your squash was blowing up last year, man. You said it tasted good too?
Yeah, no, it was really good. Yeah. It was solid too. Like, it was solid squash.
I hear you.
Try some onions, maybe. Some broccoli, lettuce. Yeah.
I hear you. Lady Rolling. Hey, babe.
What did it do?
Aww. Hey, Willow.
Hey.
All right, guys. We're out of time this morning. I thank you guys for hanging out with us today and coming in here, man, talking about food shortage and stuff. We're going to stay on top of this stuff. Like I said, it's not here yet. Like, we see shortages on the shelves. Like, we're missing things, but anything we want to go buy, we can go to Walmart and get it. We might not have a certain name brand or something, but, you know, we don't have to worry about the government setting prices on our bread. And there's one bread. There's not like, it's not even packaged. They just throw them pita pockets at you. Like,
they just say bread on it. Yeah.
That's right, man. That's right. All Slender Info. Hey, bro. All right, guys. Hope you guys have a great Wednesday, man. I had a rocky start, but it's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great week. Man, the weeks fly by. I tell you what, the morning reload helps the day get going, man. It really does. I appreciate y'all. As always, the reload is nothing without you folks. So we appreciate you, man. Let's get out there. Secure your seeds. I meant to show you guys this. This is something GTP got me up on. GTP was a guest on Tribe Show like a year ago. And he was telling us about microgreens. You'll see that.
$1.
So anyway, like there's like 1,000 seeds per packet. And I got like 100 of these. And there's like a 5-day turnover on them, and then you can eat them. And so I did that a couple of times just to see. I had a grow light. I didn't do it in the sun. I just wanted to see what I could do inside if I needed to. And they were pretty good. They turned out really good, man. They had a good turnover. Like in a week, we're eating them, putting them on sandwiches and stuff. So I mean, it's something.
Is it kind of like lettuce? Is that how you eat it?
Yeah, I mean, you eat them raw. You just gotta wash them off when you can eat the root and everything. But they're very good. But you don't have to. You can just eat the leaves. They were really good. I'm still keeping them back. I'm not going to do any this year, but I was thinking this. The reason that the microgreens appealed to me is because if you get enough of them, when you know the shit hits the fan and you're trying to work on growing other things or getting things in order, this is something you can grow on a large scale. Like I said, in a week you'll be eating it. You know, it's I mean, you can't live off of it, but it'll help fill in the edges while you're figuring out other things, you know. And you can experiment with it if you got enough. You can figure out how to bring some of them all the way to flower to harvest more seeds from them. There's videos on it because I went and looked it up. And GTP will answer any questions. Again, I can't reference this guy enough. He knows his stuff, man. 20. That's what's up, man. See, that's what I'm saying. Like there's all kinds of things we could probably be doing this same thing with. Like you could have a system going where you're constantly producing microgreens like staggered. So every day you're harvesting microgreens as things go on and while you're waiting for other things to grow. So anyway, guys, I'll talk all day long. I'll talk y'all's ear off. I've said goodbye to you guys 3 times already. So I hope you have a great day. And you guys hit me up, man, in comments. Hit me up an email. Let me know what you're growing, what you're looking into, man. Hope y'all have a blessed day.
Love you.
Dude.
Later.
It's all downhill from here, guys.
All downhill from here.